Most people identify themselves with how they look. So they think, oh, if I look a certain way, oh, if I'm beautiful, this person is gonna like me. Oh, if I'm beautiful, I'm going to be good enough. If I'm beautiful, I'm going to be the main character, and so on. But what you're actually doing is you are emitting a frequency to the universe, basically saying, I am worthy because of how I look. So you're going to attract all people, places, and situations that are going to prove to you that you are worthy because of how you look. But when it comes to real relationships, people who actually love you for who you are, people who value you for who you are, people who see your mindset, people who are aligned with your mindset, that will be difficult. When it comes to real love, whether it's with men or with women, that is going to be difficult. Now, I'm not saying this out of nowhere. I've passed through the same exact thing myself until I realized, what do I actually want? Obviously, I've been through multiple challenges as well that made me realize this. However, the moment of realization was so strong that I was like, do you think that low of your self-worth, that you're basing your self-worth based on how you look? That you think that low of yourself, that you think you're worthy because of how you look, when you're the entire universe itself? Now, how do you get out of this limiting belief or system that you've been programmed through your entire life? And how do you own your beauty? At the same time, you tap into this energy of infinite beauty. And I'm going to give you 5 practical ways at the end of this video, so make sure you watch till the end. Now, the first thing you need to understand, and the first thing that helped me so much, was understanding that I am worthy simply because I exist. So I flipped my mindset. So rather than believing that I am worthy because I look a certain way or because of how I look, I flipped my mindset into believing that I am worthy simply because I exist. So I don't need anything external in order to be worthy. I don't need success to be worthy. I don't need to look beautiful to be worthy. I don't need to be anything in order to be worthy. But does that mean you're not beautiful anymore or you're not successful anymore? No. It happened after I started giving myself that mindset and repeating it. It helped me so much, and it shifted my dimensions and shifted my reality so quick. However, after a certain period of time, what happened was my inner child started questioning, oh, so I'm not beautiful anymore? So I'm just worthy because I exist, because I still wasn't tapped into that energy of infinite beauty myself. And so after a lot of inner work, I reached the conclusion that yes, I am beautiful. Yes, I'm infinite beauty, but I'm also something so much greater than the beauty itself. I'm something so much greater than this beauty itself. This way, I'm not enslaved by how I look, but rather I'm the creator of this beauty itself. Think of it like the sky and the clouds. Imagine all the clouds in the world as your beauty, which is infinite, and you are the sky that you're holding all of this beauty and you're creating this beauty. So you're the creator of the beauty itself, but you're also way above and beyond it. Now, another thing is you need to have your own definition of beauty, okay? What does beauty mean to you, not to anyone else? You need to understand that the beauty standard you have been fed is nothing but a subconscious program you have been fed, and you've been told to chase your entire life in order to be worthy, in order to be good enough, but it's nothing but an illusion in your head you've been fed. Think of it this way. When a baby's born, okay, he has no meaning or any definition associated to anything in life. He could even see a paper of money and he could tear it. Why? Because the baby does not understand that this money is of value. The money has no associated meaning to him in his own mind or in his subconscious mind. Same thing if you give him a pen, right? He could literally write with the pen all over himself. He could even start putting it in his eyes. Why? Because he does not associate any meaning or definition to the pen. He does not even know this is called a pen. Until an adult comes and they're like, oh, this is a pen, this is used to write. Now, the idea that this is a pen and this is used to write is embedded as a program in the baby's subconscious mind. Think about it. When you grow up, when you use a pen, you just use a pen and you start writing. You don't think, oh my God, this is a pen, this is used to write. No, because you already know. You do it unconsciously because it's already stored in your subconscious mind. Same thing with the beauty standards. They're nothing but standards you have been fed through your subconscious mind. They planted the seed in your subconscious mind and they told you, you should look this way. Now, does this mean you should reject the beauty standard or you should fight the beauty standard? No, in fact, you should accept the beauty standard. So for example, I do accept the beauty standard. I don't reject the beauty standard. However, I do take from the beauty standard what suits me, what suits my authentic self, and I leave out anything else that does not suit me, right? So I'm not controlled by the beauty standard trying to look like it all the time. Rather, I am the beauty standard putting the definition of what a beauty standard is in my dimension or in my reality, because I am the main character in my life and not anyone else. You should think the same for yourself. Imagine if everyone is living in their own dimension or if everyone is living in their own world or their own kingdom or in their own universe. So everyone is the main character in their own reality. Everyone is the main character in their own dimension. And everyone is the beauty standard in their own dimension. Maybe you just haven't tapped into the energy of that infinite beauty of yours on the inside because you still don't think that you're worthy enough of that. Now, another thing before I tell you how to do that is you need to understand that everyone is beautiful in their own way. Again, everyone is infinite beauty. So imagine with me a rose and a lily, right? When you see a rose and a lily, you don't compare the rose and the lily together. Rather, the rose has its own authentic infinite beauty, and the lily as well has its own infinite authentic beauty, that they're both non-comparable. You don't compare the two together. The same thing you should think with your beauty. When you see someone, the only reason you are comparing how people look is because you don't think you're enough in your own beauty. So once you start tapping into that energy of infinite beauty on the inside, two things will happen. First of all, you'll start emitting that energy of radiant infinite beauty without even doing anything, literally, just by existing, okay? And you won't compare yourself to anyone else or how you look to anyone else, because you feel that you have infinite beauty in you. You feel that energy. Beauty is energy. And once you feel that beauty on the inside, which is the second thing, you will start to automatically see that beauty in everything around you. Whether it's people, whether it's places, whether it's situations, everything. You will start to automatically see and feel and sense that beauty on the inside. Now, how do you own your beauty and how do you tap into that energy of infinite beauty? Okay. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to let go of your limiting beliefs about two things. The first thing is about yourself. So ask yourself, if I was nothing, literally, if I was not my money, if I was not my success, if I was not my career, if I was not my looks, if I was not even my body, if I was nothing, okay, how would people perceive me or how would people treat me? And you will get your answer. The first answer you get is most probably the right answer. Now, there are a lot of ways in order to reprogram your subconscious mind and do this, but I will tell you for now, at least in order to start raising your awareness and start attracting more advanced things in your life that are going to help you reprogram your subconscious mind, get a paper and pen and start asking yourself this question. If I was nothing, how would people perceive me? Right? And start reflecting upon yourself. And let me tell you something, you'll probably not get the answer from the first time, okay? Because the discomfort that you might feel, your ego will try to protect yourself from this discomfort, right? So it'll be like, no, I feel like, I will still feel like the main character because I am. Just try to be honest with yourself. First of all, ask yourself this question at least 3 times. At least you put the intention, right? Because when you put the intention, you're signaling a message to the universe, I'm ready to know the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. And then with time, you're eventually gonna know. But at least you put the intention. And if you knew it from the first time, then that's amazing. But what I wanna say is, please be honest with yourself. Even if you lie to yourself and your ego is trying to protect you from here, all the underneath emotions of unworthiness or lack of self-love or lack of self-respect or not feeling like you're the main character and so on, these are the same emotions that are going to keep attracting to you places and people and situations in your life, whether you like it or not. And these are the same beliefs and thoughts that are going to keep manifesting the same reality over and over to you. Now, the second thing you need to let go of is your beliefs about the beauty standard. Hold the word beauty, as I told you, and ask yourself, what does beauty mean to me? So for example, after a lot of inner work, I discovered that to me means purity, means love, right? Now, and when it comes to physical manifestations of beauty, I do believe my big eyes are a manifestation of beauty, right? I do believe my smile, my lips, I do believe my hair is a manifestation of beauty. So start asking yourself these questions and start knowing yourself well and start getting to know yourself better. And again, by the way, you'll probably not know the answer from the first time, but that's totally okay. At least you put the intention in order to know whether now or later on. Now, another thing is that beauty follows more joy, right? So if you do things that naturally make you happy, automatically that energy of infinite beauty will start to radiate and show itself on the outside. But again, I said make you happy. I did not say make anyone else happy. I did not say make your parents happy, make your culture happy, make society happy, make TikTok happy, make anyone else happy. I said make you happy. And probably you're not gonna get it from the first time, but again, I do believe life literally is a journey of self-discovery. You're just discovering your true self, your higher self, your authentic self, who you actually are at its core. So what are you gonna lose? Start by trying things, by experiencing things, right? And start to know what actually makes you happy. Over time, you'll at least know, or start sitting with yourself and asking yourself these questions at least, as we said about the intention thing. Now, the next thing would be, don't follow things just because they are trendy. Do things that make you happy, not anyone else, not because they're trendy, not because everyone is doing it. Start discovering your own self, your own true self, your own authentic self. This way, you're taking your power back and you're becoming the main character in your reality rather than giving your power to the outside and letting people control you. So for example, when I had my spiritual awakening, or when I started doing a lot of inner work, a lot of people, especially women, were doing yoga. However, I went once and I never went again. I didn't like it. I discovered that I like meditation more than yoga. I like the gym more than yoga, right? Now, this might be a very small example, but it still has the same core on the inside, which is doing things that make you happy, not because they're trendy and not because they make anyone else. And the last thing is, start speaking nicely to yourself. Start speaking more nicely to yourself. Start giving love to yourself. If you hate something in your body, or if you hate something in your face, start speaking more nicely to it. Don't be mean. Don't be like, oh my God, I hate my nose. I don't like my nose. I wish I could change my nose. Why is my nose so ugly? Like, stop. Everything is energy, and your nose senses everything. Your body feels everything. You yourself sense everything. So start speaking to yourself more nicely and give these parts of you the love and compassion that they deserve or that they desire. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you know anyone that this video can help, please share it with them, because I do believe that people are generally losing themselves because of this beauty standard thing. Everyone is trying to look a certain way and they're losing themselves in the process. So if this video can help anyone, please share it with them. And I'll see you in the next video.